The story tonight at 10.
Hello again, friends. My name is Squirt Cat Hair, and I'm joined by my colleague and my great friend, Duke Wet Bottom Duke. And my hair is a little high today. It's not cutting off of the camera, is it?
You're doing just fine. As always, it's great to be with you, Squirt. And we're here for the semi-regional finals of the Supplier Showdown in beautiful, magnificent Bug Tussle, Kentucky. And what we're witnessing today are two, and I'm going to say it again, two of the greats.
I'll tell you, playing a random supplier from China is Dwight Gelowitz, and playing an American FBA seller is Dan Schultz. These two have been known to play dirty. I think this is going to be a good one.
Oh, you got that right, Squirt. You know, Dan's going to start off with initiating the conversation. All right? And you know what? He's been weak on that in the past. Let's hope he's upped his game.
We'll see, Duke. Hi, my name's Dan, and I'm the purchasing manager for Carl's Coffee Cups, and we're looking for something that you guys have on Alibaba, and I'd like to work with you to first get a quote and second, get you qualified for our company's approved supplier list.
Are you saying that you are not the boss and not the one making the decisions?
That's correct. I'm the purchasing manager. I work for somebody, so you're going to have to deal with me first.
Oh, he throws him for a loop right out of the box. That's a good one, Danny. Bring in your A game today.
I'll tell you what that psychology is. He's saying basically, no, I'm not the boss. I work for some other a-hole. You work for some other a-hole. Let's work together and let's try to make our a-holes happy. And in the meantime, let's both make a little bank.
Oh, Danny, let's see what's going on now.
And Danny won round one. I think that was pretty easy to see. And now we're going to move on to the nitty-gritty.
That's right, Squid. Dwight's going to start with
Actually, the name is Squirt.
You can be anybody you want, Squiddy Squirt. Dwight's going to start with a quote that is higher than Danny wants to accept. Let's see what happens. Oh. Hey, Dan, did you get my quote? And are you ready to order your samples?
Oh, listen, I'm glad you got back to me. First of all, thank you for the quote. But before we move on, I'd really like to give you some feedback on that initial quote. Your price, I'll be honest with you, your price is in the ballpark. However, it is not the most competitive we have right now. And we're currently talking to 3 other suppliers. So I could ask you right now to just provide us with your most competitive price. That would probably save us a lot of time and from us going back and forth. And then if you get that price to be a little more competitive, then we can move on to get a sample.
Dan, it's all based on how many you order. I'll have to look at it, but I think, if you ordered more, a bigger quantity, we could probably work on that price.
Right now, the purpose of this call is to get our initial starting price so we can decide if we're going to put you on our approved vendor list. So come back to me. You guys are close, but you're definitely on the way high end. So if you get back to me with a more competitive price, then we can move forward.
I will have to see what I can do.
You do that.
Oh, there's Danny keeping focused on the price. That's a typical Danny move. He's used that many times in the past. I think he'll use it many times in the future. Could you please tell me what your budget is for this purchase? Oh, there's Dwight. He's going for the budget. He wants to see how much money the guy's got. Let's see what Danny comes up with.
Wow, you know what? I really wish I could tell you because I really do enjoy working with you, Dwight. But the honest answer is I can't. Our company has a strict policy against sharing prices and target prices and budgets with any suppliers during the quoting process. So I just don't think it would be fair to the other suppliers we're dealing with. But I can tell you this, we have some really good quotes coming in already. So I suggest you just go ahead and give us the most competitive quote you can as soon as possible. We're in the final steps right now of screening out the top 3 suppliers, and I really want it to be you because I really do like working with you.
Oh, Okay. I'll work on getting that for you as quickly as possible.
Beautiful. I knew Danny wouldn't let him get away with that bullshit.
Oh my goodness, did you see the look on Dwight's face after that?
Oh, absolutely, Duke. Let's take a look at that face again in slow motion. Oh, unbelievable.
Hey, I have a quick question for you. What is your Amazon store name?
Oh, unheard of. Dwight is going for a second personal question.
Oh.
I don't think Danny's going to let him get away with this. He's asking about the Amazon store.
I'm telling you, that's a ballsy move by Supplier. That's a ballsy move.
Well, our business has been more in the traditional retail space here in America, and we have some very established sales channels, and we've been very successful, honestly. And now we're just excited to get into Amazon, so we're not there yet. Hey, Dwight,
Yeah?
how many laps are we going here? Could you please get me the most competitive price you have? We're really running into a deadline here. I want to get you into our approved supplier list.
Dan, I'm just trying to make sure that this will be the best relationship between you and I going forward.
Get me the most competitive price you have, and I think we're going to get along great. Somebody called the doctor. There's blood on the pumpkin tonight in Bug Tussle.
Oh my heaven. What did you think of my last offer? I think it was pretty fair for both of us.
Oh my God, Danny's got to do the walk away.
Oh my goodness, the walk away. He's pulling the walk away, Squirt. Can you see that? Did you see that coming? Oh my God.
Look, Dwight, I seriously appreciate all the hard work you've done. I presented it to my boss. He said there's just no way that we can move forward with you guys solely based on the price. It has nothing to do with your quality. Your quality was right in line with everyone else's. Your price was just too high, and I'm really sincerely disappointed because I really do like working with you. But I think at this time we're going to have to say no. But I will say this: if something changes miraculously by 5 p.m. tomorrow, my time, please get back to me immediately. Otherwise, we got to go with another supplier.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as me, friend. Oh, Danny with the Hail Mary throw. Is it going to work?
Oh,
man, I'll tell you.
my goodness, the 24-hour close. My God. Ooh.
I've seen that work many times, Duke. You give those people, hey, the last-ditch attempt, it's going to work, it's not going to work. I have a feeling it might work. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Time will tell.
Time will tell.
We now join the 9 Rewind, already in progress.
Okay, so we're going to bring Kale on to do a little bit of, giving us a little bit of the gold on the rewind. Here he is. Kale, take it away.
Tyler says, good ways to find differentiators. Great question. Gosh, I really try to look at like what's already selling somewhere else and try to combine. If I'm selling a water bottle, I would look at like could I sell like a different lid? Could I sell like, so like that's really the only thing that changes with the water bottle, right? Is the way that you actually are like there's like this kind of lid, there's like the screw on lids, there's like the freaking flip up lids, there's like the ones that look like a Starbucks cup. What if you just had a water bottle with 5 different lid combos and you were able to give them everything that they wanted in one bottle? That'd be a good differentiator, right? That would actually add value to your customer. So I look at stuff that's already selling or pieces of products that are already selling. Like, how am I describing it? That's actually a really good analogy. Like, let's say you're selling water bottles and the number 1 product has a cap like this. The number 2 product has a cap that screws. The number 3 product has a cap that flips, right? Obviously, there's something to the cap, and that's why people are buying all 3. But instead of buying all 3, what if they just bought you 1? Right? So you figure out what makes each product different on the first page, what is different about what's already selling in the top 10, and then take a piece out of each of those and add it to one product. Does that make sense, guys? I just dropped a bomb on your head. I don't know. I've never actually been able to clarify that in my head, but that's what we do. Does that make sense? Did anyone get that? because that's huge. That's what you can do. Someone give me a like if that worked for you. And put that in the rewind. I mean, that's real. Okay. I don't know. I thought that was smart. If maybe I'm the only one. Okay.
Kale, I got you, brother. I testify that was the bomb.
Good tip. That is a really good way to differentiate.
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. Awesome. Say, hey, listen, you were talking earlier about, well, to me, not on the show, you were talking to me about a product that you wanted to talk about differentiation with live demo?
We can definitely,
live?
we can do Kale's tip right now. We can actually show that an example of that live.
Okay, cool. Let's share your screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me share my screen here and we'll give you an actual live example of what Kale was talking about. So I searched for phone wallet. We won't have to pay attention to the top box up here, the ads. And so let's look at the first row here. So it looks like the majority of them are going to be very similar to this, right? I mean, the little pouches that you stick on the phone, and these all seem very similar except for this one. This one has a built-in kind of a kickstand. So that's kind of cool. But so you can already see just from the top row itself, right? We're starting to see what they're going to kind of look like, but we already are coming up with an idea of how we could differentiate.
Why don't you scroll down and let's look at some more?
Yeah, all right. So again, we're still sticky on the little pouches. Well, this is a little different. This is more of it's kind of a fancy one. It looks like it has a little door open. So I don't know that we're kind of looking at how we can make this type better. And that's quite a bit different. So let's keep going. Maybe a different design. Yeah. Oh, look at this. There they have a pop socket on one.
Hey, do you have experience with pop sockets there, Danny boy?
I got about 7,800 pieces of experience right over to my left. So, and here's another kind of pop socket kind of thing, a different thing. So we're already kind of looking like, oh, here's another. Look at this. This has a two pocket, right?
Two pocket with it's like a fancy ring thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I already got some ideas of what we could do. Let's keep going down. See if anything pops out. I don't know. These are too different. So I don't know. And these are obviously different. These are different. All right. What's this? RFID. Oh, they got an RFID chip in them. That's cool. Look at this guy. Man, this guy is going for it. Let's look at him.
It's an RFID blocker.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at what this guy has. How do I look at these pictures here? So he's got these little cards that he can slide in where you can wrap your charging cable or earbuds on them. Oh, there's the RFID blocking thing. Oh, this one is a little fold-out stand. Okay, well, see, he actually did a pretty good job. That's kind of what Kale was talking about, right? Like, find some ways to make this basic thing right here. That's the basic thing. That's what everyone else's looks like. Then he added these kind of things to it. So that's pretty neat. See if there's anything else we can find, but that kind of is that's probably enough to kind of prove Kale's point. And see if anything else kind of jumps out here. Again, differentiate with the different designs, but I don't know. This looks kind of interesting. This is similar to that one we looked at, like that, like, look at this. See, like here, this is kind of an opening. It's kind of like a combination
wallet attached to the phone.
Yeah, but it's really super flat. I mean, so that's cool. So that is basically what Kale was talking about. Look at the product, kind of get an idea of what they are. They are these basic things. Well, how do you make them stand out? Put a kickstand on it, maybe. This guy said patented structure. You'd have to make yours a little different. But pop socket or one of these curly things, or have two pockets. I mean, just by looking at what everyone else is doing, you can totally just say, hey, look at this. Here are 4 things we can do to add on or make ours different. So I think that's a pretty decent thing, right? So let's jump into another Facebook question.
All right. So what should I do while I'm waiting for my products to arrive at Amazon?
Boy, the
It's a
biggest
big question.
thing that I know you and I struggled with, because we came from the Shopify Facebook world of
Yeah.
just stuff moves so fast. There is just so much effing waiting with Amazon
Can I wait
FBA,
some
right?
more? Hurry up. Wait. Hurry up.
And you can't even get the stats from Amazon for ads or sales. Like, oh, we got to wait 3 days. But one of the big issues with, especially if you order something and you go DDPC, it might take how long to get here? Three
There is a
weeks, a
saying, it's
month.
called the slow boat from China.
That
is
guy who said
absolutely
that,
true.
the guy who said that was one of the first FBA sellers.
That's true.
So, but what should you work on while waiting for your
Well, I
products to
think,
arrive?
one of the things that we worked on when we first were waiting for our first order to come in, other than working on our nails and our hair and stuff like that, was we looked at working on our listing. Making sure that the copy is right, making sure rechecking our what do you call it, the term
Keywords?
optimization, right? Like our search terms.
I would do that quite a bit. Like, because I think we had ours optimized really well for our very first product, but we just had a lot of time to wait. So I just kept, running.
I mean, how many times did you
more
rewrite the listing before the product showed up? Like about 15 or something?
I know. I kept doing it, and everyone was totally different.
Yes.
Now it's funny because now we haven't touched it for months, but it's probably due for a little fine-tuning.
We got to give it a tune up for sure. The other thing that you can work on is looking at the mapping out your review strategy, coming up with a way to get your first reviews, start talking to people, start getting them lined up to be able to purchase the product for you, and give you some reviews on those purchases once they receive the product.
That is probably the biggest, most important thing you can do, so you don't hit the ground and just have no clue what to do. So you want to ask, family and friends and people you're not connected with on Facebook, or friends of family and friends that you're not connected with. Just come up with some kind of plan. You got to get those 10 sales or 10 reviews, and then you want to throw some more sales in. So that's the other thing. So you want your review strategy, and then I guess you'd call it your initial bunch of order strategy. So you can kind of mix those up a little bit,
because you want to get some sales without reviews, so that you don't
without 5-star reviews.
I want all 5 stars. The first 100 sales had all 5 stars, and then nothing. I don't understand.
And then nothing.
The other thing. Go ahead.
I was going to say another thing that I think that's pretty important to do is, and we're going to talk about it more in depth toward the end of this show today, is set up your social media. Right? I mean, get that going, and we'll talk more about what you do in social media. But one thing I want to say right now, even if you have zero plan on like having an Instagram account or having or doing Pinterest or whatever, you want to just nail down every social media platform that you can think of, with your the name, the username, and whatever, because you went through all the work of making sure that, hopefully you did that, it's not, your brand isn't going to have any, trademark issues or anything like that. Well, it's the same type of thing. What if all of a sudden, Facebook, found out oh, wow, somebody on Instagram has their handle is Facebook. Oh, what the, I mean, it'd be kind of tough, because
imagine
Instagram...
Nike.com was, a guy named Phil Nike, or whatever.
Can you believe that? Hey, okay, Mike, try to get Nike.com. Let's get that. Oh, shit. We got to go with the .net. What?
So you want to make sure, you want to get that all set up and stuff like that. But the other thing that you need to really work on, I think, is more product research. Start looking for other products. Start looking for your next product. Where are you going? Looking at those 7 and 7s. Let's keep doing that product research, because this business is all about selling stuff. So the only way you can sell stuff is to get it to Amazon. And the only way you can build your business is, either increase the sales of the product that you got or get more products on there so that you have a wider variety of products on there. In my opinion, there's two trains of thought as far as growing your business on Amazon. One is to maximize the sales of the product that you got, and that's really important. So you focus that initial time when you get that product to Amazon. The other is to say, let's say, you're selling these really cool cell phone wallets. Well, what's the life cycle of a cell phone wallet? We don't know. But let's say you're selling, it's really great for the next 12 months, 18 months, and then all of a sudden cell phone wallets, nobody has credit cards anymore. That whole banking thing has gone down the drain or whatever. All of a sudden you're like, oh, well, now I'm not making any money because all I had were cell phone wallets on Amazon. So you really got to look at diversifying a little bit, making sure that, you don't put all of your income money or expectations on a single product, because if that product stops selling, or if somebody, if you found out down the road that you've infringed on somebody's trademark or patent or whatever, all of a sudden you're out of business because that was the only product you had on Amazon. So you need to also diversify a little bit so that, 10% of your income's coming from one product and you have 10 products, or 20% and have 5 products, so that if there's a problem with a specific product or the ability to manufacture a product, you're out of stock, you can't get stock because of a resource issue, you're not out of business for 5 months because you got 4 other products that are generating revenue for you. So product research
give
is
yourself
really
options.
important.
And then, one other thing, the kind of, piggybacks on that. Now you guys know how to negotiate a little better. Be practicing negotiating. I really
think I won that
quotes
negotiation challenge, though, didn't I?
No, of course not. No.
I think
it's silly to even think.
I think
that.
We should ask our viewers,
Duke and Cliff,
put in the comments who actually won the challenge. I think it's.
And I believe Duke and Squirt already made it. It's done. It's done. It's clear who won.
Yeah.
All right.
This guy.
Unbelievable. Listen, we're gonna be right back. We got a Coach's Corner coming up. This is a really good one.
The 9 Rewind.
Hey everyone, Dan here from Fast Track. This message is specifically for people who don't have helium-10. So here's something you may or may not know. 9 University is the #2 helium-10 partner in the world, and we're soon going to be #1. Now, here's the thing. Helium-10 is a great tool. It's actually 13 great tools. And you're going to see a lot of people in the Facebook groups talking about it, and you're going to hear a lot of us Fast Track coaches talking about it. But do you need Helium-10? Well, that's completely up to you. It is a great tool, and it can help you speed everything up. It's kind of like finding a new shortcut on your way home from work. It might help you blow through all the traffic and get home sooner, but your regular route is going to get you home too. So this message isn't really intended to try and twist your arm into buying it, but it is here to remind you that if you do want Helium-10, we have a special discount link for you to order. Being the #2 partner of Helium-10, soon to be #1, has its advantages, and the special discount is one of them. So if you'd like to take advantage of the savings, just go to the link on your screen.
And now it's time for Dan's Coaching Corner. This is where we'll share tips, tricks, and hacks the coaches in Fast Track usually share on the inside. Today's topic is...
Insert topic here.
And now, here's Dan.
All right, so this Coach's Corner, I am calling the new normal, because things I feel, and what we're kind of seeing, Facebook Facebook seems to be making a change lately, and it's kind of an important change. They seem to be going away from review-based social proof to ratings-based social proof. That's what I mean. Like down here, this guy has 52 reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it could also mean that he's got 52 ratings.
Right.
And so when you sell this, instead of having to now write this big, long review about how much you liked this, whatever this is, now the person can say, oh, I was happy. You know, this coffee cup is a coffee cup, 5 stars, whatever, you know. So now it's like it just makes it really easy to get the reviews or the ratings coming in. So now it's like, boom, is the 75 number in the second half of the 7-7 score? You know, we always say $5,000 revenue, 75 reviews or under.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 75 review? Is that number 75? Is that still the most valid?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a good question. If it's easier for people to give reviews, maybe you could compete more quickly with people that have more reviews. So you can expand that number a bit when you're doing your research.
Yeah. So let's now let me show you this. So let's run the Boost 9 on here. And so we're going to see what this is right now. Sequin chair sashes. When I found this, I thought these were sports bras or tube tops or bikini tops.
Were you looking for sequin tube tops?
Yeah, well, pretty much every minute of the day I'm looking for them. Do I find them? No, but my quest continues. No, but so I saw all these and I did. I'm like, why are these? Why don't they get decent mannequins? Why are they putting them on chairs?
Are all their girls flat chested? That was my question. Okay, let's get.
So anyway, okay. So we run the 7-7 on here, and we see it's a 7-6.
Yeah.
Normally we say, well, too bad, let's not do it. Blah blah blah. Too bad because it's a $50 average selling price. That would be nice.
Yeah.
But what happens if this is not the perfect way to look at it anymore? Now let's look at let's explore the products. Mm-hmm. And so here are the top 10. And one thing I see right away, like this guy, this is a tablecloth. Why is he even in here? So I usually just come and I just automatically look at view products, because if somebody's looking for a chair sash and he sees a tablecloth, he's going to skip it. So let's just, I don't know, we'll see if there's anything. Okay, see? Okay, here's the next group. Boom. This guy really should be up here, and that guy shouldn't be anywhere. But anyway, so let's look at the green numbers here. 32 reviews, 10, 5, 34, 13, right? I mean, 32, 53,
maybe put your
5,
glasses on so you could read those numbers.
I should.
Right? 10,
oh, wait, why are
6.
we doing sports bras again? Oh, wait, now that I have my glasses on. So, and look how much this guy really throws it off.
Yeah.
1350. Anyway, so we know that, this is so close. But again, why would we throw this product away? It might be a gold mine. You just don't know. So I'm going to show you a trick. If we go up here to settings, and we're going to change these numbers. So we can change any of these. We can change the target ROI, the revenue. For example, let's say that you don't mind looking, and let's say I only want to look for things that are $10,000 a month in revenue. But here's the one I'm thinking. Like, if you're going to change one or the other, or actually not necessarily change, but if you're going to favor, like, well, it's a 7-6. Should I do it? I might just say, yeah. I mean, if everything works out, you could do it. But if it was a 6-7, then I wouldn't. Like, I always like to favor the big money, and I think we can deal with the reviews if we work hard. That's what I always think, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So let's change that, because now it is actually a little easier to get the social proof, because there are apps out there. Look it up in the course. Taylor did a great review. It's in the course videos about a little Chrome extension, a free Chrome extension called Requesty, and it just makes asking for reviews or ratings a lot easier, like super easy. And we've noticed it ourselves. Like, we are getting our ratings and reviews faster than ever before. And it's just because it's kind of easy and people don't have to take the time to write this big, long thing. Like I said, they just like, oh, yeah, I got a coffee cup, 5 stars. It's what it is. It's a coffee cup. So this 75, I think we could change that. Let's just change it to 150.
Yeah.
Now let's watch what happens to that 77. If we go back over here to overview, it's going to rerun it with the new numbers. Boom. Now it's magically a 77.
Yeah. Because now you're looking at the top 10 products having reviews under 150 instead of under 75. So you included that extra one that was over 75 but under 150. So it's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, we can play with these too. Like what happens if let's say we want to make 250.
No, that's, well, you could do that's not going to change the numbers because that just changes the amount of money when you're into products as to what the purchase price has to be to make 200% ROI.
Right. So like, let's say this one here.
Right. Exactly. So
you have to get, you
have to buy it at 28.26 to make 250% ROI on a particular product.
So now let's change another one. Let's just see what we can do here. Because it's sometimes fun to play with these numbers. Let's say we want to go, let's just say 6,000. How much does that change the picture here? I don't know if it does. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
Still a
7.7. All right, let's get greedy.
9 big ones.
9 for 9 University. Let's see.
6.7.
6.7. I mean, but that's still pretty close too. Yeah. I mean, like you could almost see if we maybe went 8,000 or, anyway, this is a way for you to play around with these numbers. You can do the same thing in helium or in X-ray. You can, the 2-factor success score, or whatever it's called, you can change that to the numbers you want. Same type of thing. Play around with the numbers, but understand what you're doing and understand when you make the change what it is doing, right? I mean, because you are changing the overall plan.
You're changing the criteria and the strategy that the boys teach. You're changing those numbers a little bit just to.
But it's still the 7.7 score. It's saying 7 of the top 10 products have reviews under 150.
Yeah.
Now, here's the only thing I would say. Product research is supposed to be hard.
Yeah.
So don't get discouraged when you can't find it. It's supposed to be hard. It's got to be hard. So don't worry about it. I mean, just understand that going into it. Don't just go like this and say, oh man, I'm not finding any, 7 and 7. So let's just change this to 1,000. Oh, and it's okay. Let's see. Oh, awesome. And let's do this. Let's change this to $50.
That'll make it a 10.9, Danny. I can feel it. 10.
Oh, I know. I want the low hanging fruit. Oh, it's an amazing market. Hold on. I got it. I need a super amazing. I need it to be 10,000 reviews.
It's a 10.10. I can feel it. Can you feel it? I feel it.
Boom, 10.10. Thank you very much. Now I want to make a lot of money.
You might not make any money trying to sell that.
Now,
but
hold on a second. I have a feeling, a little bird's telling me I think I'm going to be very happy with this. So let's just go in here and take a quick peeky boo. 10.10, amazing market. Thank you. View related markets. Oh, and I don't do that. So I want to explore products.
Yeah.
And I don't care which one. Let's do this bikini top here. Let's see. Okay, so I got to get...
you got to buy it for $1.22 and sell it for $45. I think that's doable.
Yeah, okay, so I just have to buy it for negative 78 cents. No, I don't know what I just did. I think I just broke the Boost 9.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Listen, this is the perfect time to go to Helium 10.
They get the idea. But I think that's a great it's a great theory, great strategy to work on for sure.
And so don't be afraid to change the number, but just understand what happens when you do change the number. I wouldn't go crazy, but if you understand the market, feel free. I mean, and if you look at this and go, you know what, I know I'm going to kick ass at this because I can differentiate this. I know how I'm going to differentiate it. I'm going to make mine stand out. It's going to be just as easy to get 75 reviews as it is to get 200 reviews. I know it. Change the number and go at it.
There you go.
Anyway, that's the Coach's Corner for today.
All right, Danny boy, we're going to get into the cover story.
Cover story.
So the cover story this week, we were going to talk about social media and building a brand. And I know that so each social media platform is kind of its separate type of, it's just, there's so much to do with each one of them. I think you need to focus on them one at a time. So I think we're only going to work on one today, and we'll, over the next few weeks, we'll pick a different platform every week and have a little talk about social media and building your brand. How's that sound?
That sounds awesome. And I love that we're working on YouTube today because YouTube is one of our favorite things, favorite ways to actually just promote products on Amazon, promote our brand. It's pretty cool.
And get our faces on TV.
Absolutely. We need to be, for two guys who self-loathe our looks. Why are we doing this? Why aren't we doing just an audio podcast? That's what you got to ask yourself.
I don't know.
All right. Let me share my screen.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So here is the YouTube homepage. Let's go and do a search for, here we go, water bottle reviews. I like doing reviews because it's a really good way to see what other people are doing. Because the reviews, here's a spoiler alert, Dwight. Mm-hmm. When you see a review on YouTube, it usually means somebody's trying to sell you that product. So the great thing about YouTube is that everybody and their brother goes to YouTube, right? They love YouTube. They go for entertainment. They go to learn stuff. They go for water bottle reviews. So when it comes to reviews, everyone here is a buyer, right? They are looking for literally a water bottle review. I want to find the best water bottle so I can buy it. Mm-hmm. So what we want to do in this segment is to show you what a really good way to promote your Amazon product is. Now, let's just do this guy. Look at this. He's got 384,000. Like that's is that right? I mean, 384,000 views.
Yeah, like the guy has done a couple of things right. One, he is at the top of the search results for water bottle reviews. So he is optimized his listing for that search term. He has gotten a lot of views, probably because he's at the top of that list, but he also had views from, probably has a whole line of products that he's reviewing on Amazon. So his channel has a lot of credibility because they're running all kinds of they're getting all kinds of views on all kinds of videos and stuff like that. So one of the things that you'll notice if you actually go into the YouTube money makers, you'll find review channels make a lot of money on YouTube, as well as making the money selling the products, through Amazon affiliate links or whatever as well.
We have a feeling this guy's an Amazon guy because it literally says so in his description.
Let's get into the video.
It's time for another episode of Water Bottle Girl. I'm going to review the Ultra Cup from Amazon. The Ultra Cup is made up of the best parts of the Yeti and the Hydro Flask. And that's why I think that this is the ultimate sports cup in the whole world. On Amazon, free shipping, 35% off today. There's one more thing you should know.
This whole thing has been fake. Dwight and I just hijacked the entire commercial to show you our dirty trick of things you can do on YouTube to promote your product.
Get out of my spotlight.
That's devious, right?
Oh, Danny. Yeah. So basically we started, what we did was we hijacked his video using the ad pre-roll. Dan, no, get out of here. You're not hijacking us again. God.
Get out.
You give a guy a moment in the sun and he takes it like he thinks he's a movie star. Anyway, let's get back to it. So you could do what we did was a pre-roll video that related to the actual video, and they're trying to monetize their channel. They want to make money from Google AdSense, so Google throws ads in front of the videos. You've probably seen that. Let's why don't we take them back to the video, Danny, and show them what the actual pre-roll video looks like.
All right, I'll try not to hijack it this time.
Yeah, let's just show them what we were talking
let's go
about.
back. All right, let's have a look at what his pre-roll and video actually look like. Okay, so let me hit stop here. So this is his ad. This is called a pre-roll, and this is how you can tell. Here's how you can tell if the channel, we're going to talk about this in 1 second, but you can tell that this is an ad because it says down here, 2 seconds, blah, 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 before it goes into video. You see pop-ups like this. This type of ad is called a pre-roll ad. Sometimes you'll just see a banner ad.
Right.
That'll pop up.
Yeah, and so what we did to show you, or as an example, we wanted to show you that you can put your water bottle video in front of these high volume viewers and basically hijack their listing. If you're talking about the same type of product, like this is a replacement window company, not really related to people looking for water bottles, but what we found to be really really successful at is actually making sure that our videos are targeted, our video ads are targeted to be pre-rolls of videos reviewing the specific product we're trying to sell. So
now here's what we did. Now, did you notice, see his video, it's called Yeti versus Hydro Flask versus Clean Canteen, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we modified our video, the water bottle girl, and it had that little banner down at the bottom, and it said Yeti. Remember, it was flashing Yeti versus Hydro Flask versus, and then we just put Ultra Cup because that's our product. But we don't want them. It's very easy to click this button over here, right?
Right.
But they have no reason to click it
because they're
expecting a Yeti versus Hydro.
That's
and
right.
they probably, it's like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Now they might be a little weirded out, like, I thought this was going to be a guy. Why am I seeing a YouTube chick?
But the reality is that people are probably not watching to see this guy. They're just watching. They want to know about the products. So, by referencing the same information that the actual review video is talking about, we're able to have people are more likely to watch our complete ad without skipping the ad to get to the other video, because we're already giving them what they asked for by searching the water bottle review. So
now so we showed you how to do a review. So how else could you do this? Well, let's say that you are selling whatever on Amazon, a pillow, right? Well, how about if you did this? Instead of targeting a review, what if you targeted videos that said, how to get a better night's sleep? And then instead of being a hyper YouTube girl, you don't want to say you're a doctor because that would be illegal probably, but you want to be very serious and say, let's say the video is called The Top Way to Have a Good Night's Sleep. So he's going to talk about whatever he's going to talk about, but we're going to hijack that video and with a really nice put together video where Dwight or myself, or we hire an actor, say, hi, so you are looking for the top way to fall asleep. What we have found over and over and over, the easiest way to fall asleep and get the best night of sleep you're ever going to have is if you have a good pillow. I know it sounds crazy, but the pillow turns out to be the magic ingredient that everyone is missing. Which one do I recommend? This one over on Amazon. It's super cheap. You get the fast free shipping, all that. If you're looking for the best absolute way to guarantee a good night's sleep, click the link and go over and get yourself a pillow, because that is really the best way to say, you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be reviews. It can literally be anything.
Yeah.
It's just how you present that ad to kind of mimic what they were originally talking about.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one right there, Danny.
All right. This was a very, very, very long show. I have to go to sleep because as always, I have Fast Track tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. So thank you for watching, everyone. The best way to reach us is by being active in the Facebook groups, in the YouTube channel, in Fast Track, and maybe we'll find your question. Remember, everyone, the only way you can fail at Amazon FBA is if you don't take the next step. So, Dwight, what do they got to do?
You got to take that next step. We'll
With
see
the
you
finger.
guys
No
next
salute.
time.
You were gonna. I was gonna flip the names around. Squirt, Mud Bottom.
But it's Wet Bottom.
Is it?